Hey YouTube, and thank you for watching Junkworks DIY Garage. Well, today we have this Vizio M Series 5.1 surround sound bar. We got this at Costco for $199 a couple days ago, and it's about $100 cheaper than if you buy it on Amazon. And I do know that they have the 5.1.2 one that's newer than this one and is a little bit better, but everybody says, yet again for the price, that this is one of the better systems for surround sound you can get. It is the Dolby Atmos DTSX, has all that stuff. I honestly am no expert at any electronics stuff as far as this kind of stuff. All I know is this is going to sound way better than just our TV, and we have an old sound bar that we bought for like 10 bucks at a garage sale that's been working. We were pretty happy with it, but unfortunately we also got a puppy who chewed up the remote, and to buy the remote and to get, I wanted more bass. I don't like, there's no bass on the one we have, it's just the sound bar. This one comes with what everybody says is a pretty good bass. So to buy those two things, the remote and a bass thing to add to the one we have, cost about this much. Speaking of new puppies, our cat just probably got chased by the new puppy up here. Hi Marty. First thing we're going to do is set it down this way where you can see the tape here. This one actually filled up pretty good. And we have the sound bar, a couple speakers, and the bass. So I'm going to start with the sound bar here, and we'll start hooking it over by the TV. So power cable for sound bar, which is what we're hooking up right now. This says power cable for subwoofer, which is we're not dealing with. These are for the speakers, and then we have this, which is an HDMI, I believe. Cable, yeah, HDMI cable. This is the one it came with. Quite honestly, we have one already kind of hooked to our TV that we're going to use. It's a like gold one. It has gold fingers and stuff. I don't know if that's any better, but it looks like it's a little better maybe than what came with this. So we're just going to go with it. Keep this one to the side for now, unless we decide to. It also has, I believe this, yes, this right here, which is kind of a weird square looking plug. What does it say? Digital optical cable. It's a different plug if for some reason you don't have this type of plug on your TV, or everything's full. Right now I need this cord here and what's already on our TV, which is the HDMI. Alright, there it is in all its glory. Now the last one had this too over on the side, but where you can turn it on and off and do all this stuff. This one's right here on the top. So here's the front of the bar here. I got it just resting there. We got over here on this second cutout is where the plug-in goes. Can't tell if it goes one way or the other. Doesn't seem to really matter. So we plug that in, that's going to go there. There are some auxiliary things over here, which they have plugs for that go in here, and it's for hooking up like your, see, I am not the most electronically gifted person when it comes to new electronic stuff. I don't like it much, but those things that you talk to, all the different companies, Google has one, and Amazon probably has one. I think it's like Amazon, where you talk to it and it can work through your speakers that way. You can hear it through your speakers. I don't have that stuff, so I'm not going to use it, but it actually did come with plugs to plug that in. Or for older electronics, I guess, we'll also use kind of those kind of plugs. But then on this side we got the HDMI. Now this is not, here's the one that come with it. This is the one I'm going to use. There's it on the bottom, there's a green one and there's an orange one on the top. That's in their pictures here. This lower one on the bottom says TV or to TV HDMI out. So that one we're going to hook to the TV, which this is already hooked into the TV on the back. You'll have to figure out your own TV for that. They're all a little bit different, but they all have kind of similar stuff. And then there is an HDMI in as well. I am not positive this is going to work. We will test it out by the end here. But I am going to try and make my CD player here, yet again I'm old, DVD player work off of this, which I'm going to actually plug it in first, because I'm a big guy. And then over on this side there is a USB, so I don't know if you can charge your phone with that maybe, or charge things. And then there's that optical one, which is if you don't have one of these type of plug-ins on the back of your TV, you can use that one if it has it on the back of the TV as well. I don't know if these auxiliary plug things, if you have a really old TV, that might work. I don't know. But I do think for our purposes, we have power here, and we have this going from the TV or out to the TV, this going out to the DVD.
Searching for active input.
Now it's talking to
Subwoofer
me.
not found.
Okay, I don't have the subwoofer hooked in yet, so I don't know if we can use it with the TV without the subwoofer and speakers. I'm going to try that. Alright, I don't want to get copyrighted here, so messing around with the TV and stuff, but I went ahead and went to Netflix, and as soon as I hit Netflix, it said HDMI found. So now it's sensed something because I actually went on to something. So if you just have it on this home screen of the Roku, it's not going to sense that it found whatever it was looking for. It's not going to feel like it's been hooked into an HDMI. So once you go to somewhere on here, hooking it up the way I have it right now, you should be able to, it should hook up. Now I've gone back here and I'm waiting to see if it says anything again, and so far it hasn't said anything. But I am telling you now, getting the batteries in this stupid remote, Roku remotes, and this one here in particular is even worse, because it says arrow down, and without my big fingers that don't work anyway, you can't hold on to anything and push down. You gotta ruin it just to get it to go. There we go. That's stupid. It is stupid how hard it is to get batteries in and out of things now when you need to change them. Hope these batteries work. It does come with batteries in the remote. Oh, and then you gotta put it on a certain way, and then click it. That's a pain in the butt. Alright, so it hasn't said anything. I am going to go ahead and click onto something here, and I'm not going to show the whole thing in case I get in trouble for something. I want to see just the sound bar, if I can make it work. Okay, we got sound.
On Saturday, before the big day, racers have the option to take part in a 1-mile shootout.
Okay. Now, the only thing I got going right now is that right there. And I'm sure I need to do some adjustments on it, but once I plug this in the way I have it, this is working now. So I'm going to go over what I got going on here, because now I know things are working. I've had a chance to take a break, watch some TV, and go over some things. So, obviously, plugged in. That's the first thing you're going to do over here. Then, you're going to take your cord that comes with it, that goes to the TV, and make sure you put that in the bottom one here that says to TV, and this says HDMI out. Okay, so on the side of your TV or wherever on the back, you're going to have an HDMI in. That's the one you want to put this to. Now, if you have a Roku like I do that plugs in and you don't have the Roku TV, I have my Roku plugged in to the top one here, and it is working fine. I have still not yet checked the DVD player, but it's hooked up exactly how it was hooked up before. Now, here's a side note. You can hook that to a wall, which I'm not going to do, but I just found out it did come with a template, and it comes with these brackets here for doing that. So now that we got that part done, all buttoned up, ready to go, we've been actually using this, and we can watch TV with just the bar there, but we need the rest of the sound, so there goes the cat. Has to be part of the show. So now it's time to hook up the subwoofer, and that we're going to put behind this dresser thing here in between the two chairs. Here's the bass speaker. This is actually the back. It's nothing really, it just says Vizio up here, but on the bottom is actually the speaker here. It's a fairly small speaker, but everybody says it does pretty decent for the job it's supposed to do, yet again for the price. So we're going to go hook it up. Now the kind of, I think it's kind of a neat thing, although this isn't a completely wireless system where you just, you know, put the speakers wherever you want and then the system does the rest. It actually, this speaker is wireless, the subwoofer is wireless, so you don't have to run wires to this. But then you plug the surround sound, the other two speakers that come with it, into here, and they run to where you want them from this speaker. So you don't at least have everything running all across different places. You're only running wires from this to wherever your speakers are, which in the system, the way they say to do it, you should put this in the middle and put one over here and one on the other side of where you're sitting. We're going to kind of do that. Our house, yet again, is not perfectly set up for a surround sound system. There's no way to just set directly in front of the TV here, so we're going to do the best we can. So let's go stick this where I'm going to put it. So I got the subwoofer here standing on end, so I can get to the plugs there, and then I got this right here, which is my right speaker. Now, according to the way that hooks up, I'm thinking right and left as if I'm sitting in front of the TV. My right is over there, my left is going to be over there. So this comes like this. You can set it wherever you want, but it also comes with these right here and this right here. This screws in to the back of here. It has this here. This goes on your wall wherever you want the speaker, and it sits in there and hangs on your wall. So I have chose a spot where I'm going to put mine, mostly because of, yet again, the type of room we're in and the places where I can put things. Now I've heard a few different ways. Actually, the instructions are pretty good for this as far as pictures. I haven't really read anything, but according to this, you want it behind you, all the stuff behind you where you're sitting. Some people I've seen have said put it to the left and the right, so it's facing toward your ears basically, quite honestly. And then also these ones say to put them at ear level, as to where some people say no, you want it as high as you can. I'm going to kind of go in between, because this is a good spot for a speaker here. Over on the other side is a very similar spot, so they'll be at least in the general vicinity of the same area where I'm going to put them. So you need to choose for yourself what you think you need to do. And it did not come with mounting hardware. I'm going to try just throwing a sheetrock screw in here for now. Now I have, and luckily somewhat, lath and plaster walls, so pretty much anywhere I put a screw, it's probably going to hit something decently solid. You probably won't have that, so you'll have to use some sort of mounting hardware that can go in your wall and hold it in. Some sort of an anchor is the word I'm looking for. Luckily, I hit a very solid spot, as you can see, and I'm well far away from anywhere there's any probably stud in the actual wall. Now I gotta go on the other side and do it, and I hope I get the same luck. Now it's time to actually wire these things up. Now this speaker has a gray plug here. It also has a gray, the line around here and the line around here is gray on the wire. That one, as you're sitting in front of the TV, it goes to the right. At least that's the way it is in here. The gray one's on this side. The blue one? Yep, blue one's on that side. So, you have one end of the cord has kind of a, comes out of the cord and takes a 90, and then another one that goes straight. But honestly, I'm not sure what one we need here. I'm thinking the 90 probably goes on the speaker here. And we'll try it out because it needs to go in and go down the wall. So I think I'm correct there. And then the other one will plug in to your speaker, your subwoofer. For some reason I'm having trouble with that word. Alright, that just hangs there. Gives you a stupid long cord, which is nice because if I don't like the bass here, I could probably go put it over next to my TV or behind my TV and still have enough wire to make it to both of my speakers here. In fact, I'm not even going to unrail it all the way. I'm going to take this and we're going to have to figure out a way to run it because our dog is into chewing cords right now, so that's going to suck if we have that problem. So right now I'm going to stick it in this drawer. You're going to have to run it however you're going to run it. Now I got to put one over here. Then the last thing I'm going to do here is we got the plug-in for this. I'm going to plug it in. I don't know if it matters what direction it goes. And then you'll have to find a plug-in. Yet again, old house, not a lot of plug-ins. We have this strip right here, which I'm hoping is going to work for me without overloading things. This has now got a flashing light on the back of it, so I'm going to put this down the way it's supposed to be, and we, for all intents and purposes, should be hooked up completely now. We have that plugged in, we have our left and right speaker plugged in, and we already know our sound bar is working. So we're going to go ahead and test it out. I got to find my remotes. Alright, so I'm going to try this again. I've already tried this once and it didn't work, but setup, and then we go to speaker test, and it should.
Left front.
There we go.
Left front. Center. Center. Right front. Right front. Right rear. Right rear. Left rear. Left rear.
I don't know if you heard that. The bass is kind of just bass. It's just, or the subwoofer is just putting bass down to the ground, making white noise. So everything is correctly working. So at least I know that all the speakers are working. Well, instead of ending this with shaky cam, because I'm holding the camera by hand, I planned on actually ending it showing you some surround sound video. Unfortunately, the video, you couldn't hear the surround sound, so it didn't really work out. But I will tell you, we've been using this for probably about 3 weeks now, and we're extremely happy with it. It's pretty impressive. If you want to, you know, once you get this system or a system like it, a good place to go is look for surround sound video on YouTube, and all the different, lots of different things come up, so you can really kind of be impressed by your system, so to speak. Something else I will say, which I don't know if I'll come back and maybe do another video later, probably not. Quite honestly, I've not gotten the DVD, I'm going to call it a CD again, the DVD player working with the surround sound. The Roku is working fine plugged in, but I think the DVD would have to be also plugged in like where the Roku is instead. So if I like took this out and plugged it into here, we could use this with that. Or if I undid all the stuff from the back and plugged it in there, we could use this with that and the TV. But so far I've not been able to use the Roku and this with this. I think for me to do it the way I have it set up, because I only have a couple USB ports on the back of my TV that are the correct in or out, I don't remember, I said it in this video, but I don't have the correct one on the back, so I would have to use that other digital optical cable thing, which I could probably do. But yet again, people say that you should use the USB if you, or whatever that is, and yet again, it's been a couple weeks, I don't remember all the technical terms, but for it to work best, I should hook it up the way I have it. So that is why I'm leaving it that way. If I want to watch a DVD, I'll just unplug this from here and plug it into the back of here, and it should all work. But regardless, you can do what you want to do. Take my advice or not. I do really like the system. My family is pretty impressed by the system. It's pretty darn impressive. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you got something out of this. I apologize for the lackluster ending, but thanks for watching Junkworks DIY Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and I'm obviously master of none. You all have a good one.